I'm Kristen.
I'm Hannah.
And this is... we met
Round two.
And this is
Shit Talkin Sisters.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Hannah.
And
we're...
Yeah, okay, try again.
Wait a minute.
Shit.
Kristen, we are!
We are?
We didn't talk about the
Okay.
fucking... What is it? Is it a conjunction?
I said the... Let's do we. Kiki. I'm Kristen.
I'm Hannah.
And we're...
I forgot to talk.
We're 3 minutes in and we still haven't
It's
started.
okay.
I did it again. Try again. I'm Kristen.
I'm Hannah.
And we are Shit Talkin Sisters. Welcome back.
Yes.
For anybody who's joining us again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All of our viewers.
And subscribers.
Yeah, I expected like my mom and my cousins, and that's about it. So, welcome. Hi. I love you.
Yeah, we got like 130 something views on the video and quite a few new followers and
we see
subscribers. We do see you. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thanks especially for like the Instagram shout outs. I think that's helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, just and the TikTok shout outs.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's great
boy.
too. So today we're gonna just do an episode about like conspiracy theories and just like other weird shit that's happened or goes on or whatever.
Yeah, we
have done our research.
We sure have. We like a good conspiracy theory, whether it's like stupid, or it's like real. By the way, you might hear my cat meowing. This is Mimi Kuna Senpai-sun. She's decided to sit on top of me today, so I apologize, and you're welcome to the people who enjoy it. Yes.
Well, so before we started, I wanted to tell this story about what happened last night. So we're like doing, scrolling through TikTok, doing that thing or whatever. We see a friend who's made a TikTok, so we're like, hell yeah, we want to duet that. Well, then Margot, my daughter, comes in and she's like, let's do the walkie slush dance. So for those of you who don't know what the walkie slush TikTok dance is, like, you need to just check that out on TikTok. It's pretty great. So me and Hannah, we're just playing the song over and over, and we're just doing it over and over just to appease Margot or whatever. And so we're like, all right, we're going to go like 100%, right?
Yeah, I was like, how hard can we walkie slush?
So the first move is like one of these. It's like, bruh. So
this bitch, she reared back, and when she went like this, she like shockwaved back and fucking knocked herself in the chin.
I punched myself so hard in the chin.
It was like a...
you can hear it. Hannah's laughing so hard, she's like fetal position on the ground, drooling.
I was going to say, I literally left some drool on the floor that I had to wipe up later. And, I don't know. It was so good.
Dude. Then we go outside, right? Hannah's leaving. And so Margot's playing on her little piano. She's playing like a Hannah Don't Go kind of song.
Yeah.
And I'm just like folding laundry, like taking clothes out of the dryer. And I pull out this. Hannah's recording. That's important. She's recording Margot do her song. I pull out this little pair of Margot's sleep pants. And one of the legs is like curled.
Like an umbilical cord. We're going to attempt to put some pictures in. So what I'll do is I'll screenshot a picture from the video and insert the picture of the umbilical cord pants here.
We were already kind of like in a
giggly mood because she just fucking hit herself in the jaw, and I drooled a little bit.
So when we saw the pants,
it was over.
It was the
last straw.
Lost it. Oh my god. Okay.
And then I just had to leave after that. It was too much. She had a headache from laughing, from walkie slushing.
That's when you know like you're getting old. If you like TikTok dance too hard and then laugh too hard, you need to take ibuprofen.
I mean, honestly, I didn't have that. I mean, I kind of had a little bit of a headache because I laughed hard, but you literally hit yourself in the face.
I guess.
So maybe that contributed more to you had like shell shock.
Yeah.
You shell shocked yourself.
I mean, like literally you could hear the thump.
It was
just like echo through my jaw.
Your brain like mess with your bad ear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So I guess we'll get started. We both compiled, like, just some interesting conspiracy theories, or not even necessarily conspiracy theories for some, just, like, some weird shit that's, like...
coincidences,
or,
happenings.
Like, just, like, weird shit that's, like, circulated on the internet that people, you know, share, and then other people are like, oh, yeah, I know about that, you know, whatever. So, I have 3.
I have 4. Mine, one of them is, like, interesting. One is something that I think we both know about. Well, one of them, yeah. Mine are just fun things that I would like to share.
Yeah. Mine, they're kind of unsettling.
Or are they spoopy?
I don't mean to gas
Trigger
them up
warning.
a little bit, but...
Watch it be like, and she opened the door, and no one was there.
And no one
was there. Okay, Kat.
Whoa.
You gotta, like, decide what you're wanting to do.
All right, so who wants to start? You want to start?
I sure as hell can.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right. Conspiracy number 1. I present to you Time Cube. Time Cube. All right.
Let's not do that.
Stop, you ruin everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Time Cube. Okay, this was a personal web page. Founded in 1997.
See, it doesn't even seem like there was internet then. Like, I know.
Yeah, so this man went out of his way.
Because, like, you would think, like, 97, that's when they had the big supercomputers.
Yeah, big boys.
But I guess AOL was internet.
I don't know, but Homeboy went out of his way to make his own website. And, by the way, his name is Otis Eugene. He is a self-proclaimed wisest man on earth. So, hey, honestly, I kind of fucking vibe with that. Self-esteem, my guy. Come on.
How can you self-proclaim that, though? Of course, one person.
Well, it's self-proclaimed, meaning there's a stink bug on the ceiling. Self-proclaimed, meaning,
that fucker is just gonna drop.
Nah, they usually just sit in one fucking spot for a while.
I mean, he is getting it.
Well, that might happen later if I flee the scene. You know why. Anyways, yeah, so he made this website. And basically, he posted about his theory of everything, okay? And Time Cube was a part of this, and
everything, including like everything individually, or he's got one theory that answers everything.
This was a self-published outlet for Otis's theory of everything, also called Time Cube. So this is
just the one.
Everything is Time Cube. Okay, so it basically claims that all modern sciences are participating in a worldwide conspiracy to teach lies. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that just sounds like the government.
Well, it's more scientist. So what he's saying is, by doing that, the issue he has with it is he thinks that each day is actually 4 days.
Oh, shit.
So instead of the Earth rotating one time, and that being one day, this motherfucker's saying it's 4. And that the scientists are lying to us. Okay. So that's basically Homeboy's deal. Ray described himself as a godlike being with superior intelligence who has absolute evidence and proof for his views. Homeboy cocky as hell.
Yeah, godlike.
Matter
of fact.
Yeah. Let me just go and let y'all know. Yeah, it's me. I'm godlike.
It's your boy. And here's the truth.
Yeah, and he's kind of mad that academia did not take Time Cube seriously. So let me go on through.
As one self-proclaimed godlike genius
wisest man on earth. Yeah. He also, so he died, let's see, March 18th, 2015.
So not that long ago,
no.
really.
Rest in peace.
15? What's 21?
Kristen's not good at math.
Dude.
And I'm not too good enough to try to tell her the right answer. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5 years ago.
Okay.
I said 15. Anyways. And his website domain expired August 2015. But Time Cube was last archived by the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
In 2016.
I've heard of this.
You have? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Yeah, it's something also I saw.
It's like what a lot of people use to expose YouTubers.
Oh, fun.
The Wayback Machine.
Like what's her name? RCO
Camila
Beauty?
Cabello. I think they did that to her with her Twitter.
Hell yes. I have two public enemies. One I will not name because this is a local person who happens to work. And no, not that one. You can bleep it.
We'll bleep it. Oh my god.
Public enemy number one, bless of you. I hate that guy. Anyways, and the other one is Camila Cabello. There's like a big trend on TikTok of people like just not giving a fuck about her.
You're glad you're not alone, right?
Yeah, and I you can attest, I was on the hating Camila Cabello train before it was cool. Yeah. Because I just for some reason can't stand that bitch.
That breezed over. People didn't care that she said the N-word.
See, I have an issue with that, but that's not the reason
that you hate her.
She does look
stinky.
No, Bella Thorne looks stinky. Well, she doesn't look stinky.
No, if you see paparazzi photos.
Oh, of her and what's his name?
They both look stinky.
Yeah. Okay. So, back to Time Cube. Here's the concept. So, when the sun shines upon Earth, major time points are created on opposite sides of Earth. 2 major time points are created, okay?
Okay.
Known as midday and midnight, okay?
Okay.
Where the 2 major time forces join, synergy creates 2 new minor time points we recognize as sunup and sundown. Okay? The 4 equidistant time points can be considered as time square imprinted upon the circle of Earth. So basically,
imprinted?
The Loch Ness Monster!
I was thinking more like, you imprinted on my baby?
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster!
That's
don't even... Kristen's new to Twilight.
Don't roast me.
Okay, anyway, so basically he has the Earth, and then he has like a square around it, and it's kind of chopped up into being like 4 triangles mushed together. You see here?
Yeah, like quadrants.
Yeah. So like midday, midnight, and then you have sundown, sunup. So what he's saying is that we have 4 days, because this is what we've done.
So he's saying there's a whole day between each time point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he is saying that.
Well, I feel like that's just a matter of opinion.
I think it's a matter of measurement.
Well, because you could say, oh, from dawn or from sunrise to midday is a day. You could say that if one wanted to say that.
But that's
just not like the commonly accepted way.
That's what he's saying. He's saying that scientists have been leading us wrong this entire time. I don't think it matters. This isn't a conspiracy to the sense of like there's political gain from it or anything.
Maybe though.
Only day, like sale all day, only today. What other political gains are there for?
I don't know. I mean, thinking about like the work week and shit.
That's okay.
You would work more probably.
No, but I think we as humans would still live the same. For instance, our work week, instead of being, say you worked 2 days a week, normal times, real people times, then you would just be work 4 days or 8 days a week.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would still train. I think that's what he's saying. He's saying that he's the wisest man, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, he is.
He is a god.
He sure is. So he's got that going for him, and he's saying that he knows the truth and that it really is 4, and that whoever decided long ago that it was 1 rotation was a day was wrong. Okay. So I think it really is all about how you measure it.
Right.
Because that one person was like, this seems like 1.
He felt so passionately about this. He made a website before. Well, I don't really know if websites were as commonplace.
I'm gonna go and tell you though, that seems like some hard shit to do.
Very hard to do in '97 with your dial-up internet speed, and you're limiting information out there on HTML and coding.
He sacrificed his reputation. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I'm sure some people were like, "Fuck."
He walks in the grocery store like, "Fuck." There's a time
Otis.
guy.
Otis is here. Okay.
Wonder what day he thinks it is.
Yeah. But that's basically the thing. That's basically Time Cube. Short, simple, but it's mind-boggling.
Right.
What? Because look, we could be on a whole nother day right now.
Well, that would change the calendar. That would change.
But yeah, I think it really does come down to a term of measurement, and who knows? We could be bashing the man, the myth, the legend, Otis. He could be right.
Well, he'll never know. Well, he probably does know now.
He probably do know now.
For sure.
If you believe in, like, afterlife and questions after death and...
That's
too much.
That's a whole other route right there. Okay.
All right, you go. I gotta take a drink of water.
All right, so my first one here is the Georgia Guidestones. Okay, now this is a monument, all right, in Elbert County, Georgia.
Elbert County. Woo!
So it was erected in 1980. And here's the kicker, okay? In June of 1979, a man using a pseudonym, okay, not a real name. His pseudonym was R.C. Christian, okay? He approached the Elberton Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans and commissioned this structure.
Hold on, you mean a cult?
Okay.
Small group of loyal Americans?
Yes.
You mean cult?
Now, he did not want his name to go out there. He did not want anybody to know that he was the one who was behind this. Okay, so...
The opposite of Otis.
The opposite of Otis.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So, okay, now the Georgia Guidestones are a set of 10 guidelines inscribed, okay, on this granite structure. Now, it is in 8 different modern languages.
Like the 10 Commandments and the Rosetta Stone.
Well, yeah. And then there's also a structure where he uses 4 ancient languages on this same... They call it the, like, mini Stonehenge. The American mini Stonehenge.
Okay, question. Do you know which ancient languages?
Oh, yeah. I know.
So I'm going to go ahead and guess Latin.
Yeah, well, hold on. I got all 10
Oh, okay, shit.
boys
My
here.
bad. Go ahead.
Okay. So, he explained to this granite company that this would function as a compass, calendar, and clock. Okay?
Oh, shit. He got the multi-tool.
And it would be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. Okay? The owner of the granite company assumed that this dude was a fucking nut. Like, this guy, but whatever. He's coming in with the big bucks. He don't want to make, he just wants me to make this. So he just went ahead and made it. Okay? Oh, wait. Okay, so actually, he tried to tell him that the commission was several times higher than any project the company had previously taken on, but he did it anyways. He just had to get, like, additional tools and consultants, so, of course, that meant more money. Okay. To the granite company's surprise, my guy was like, hell yeah, doesn't matter. Any amount of money, I'm going to pay it. Okay? He accepted the quote.
His loyal Americans.
Now, when arranging the payment, Christian, this mystery man, he said that he represented a group that had been planning the Guidestones for 20 years and wanted to remain anonymous. He delivered a scale model of the Guidestones in 10 pages of specifications. Okay. Now, he put it on a piece of 5-acre land that was purchased in 1979 from a farm owner, Wayne Mullinex. Mullinex and his children were given lifetime cattle grazing rights on the Guidestone site. So he pretty much said, I'm going to buy all your fucking land and give you all the money for it. You still can use it however you want as long as you let me put my statue right here. So they said, sure. I mean, why not? I would do that too. Honestly, go ahead, my guy. You gave me money?
I mean,
I can continue business as usual.
I think, though, for me personally, it would depend on what it was. Because what if someone was like, I'm going to put this penis statue in front of your house?
Go ahead. You paying me the money? 5 acres of land he bought?
Penis.
Oh, well. Okay.
Penis. Not even a hard one. Flaccid.
Okay.
That you don't want that in your front yard, my guy.
Depends on the money you're paying me. We're talking about farmland. These boys is way off the street. Nobody's going to see it.
It's 1979. No one's going to notice the giant flaccid penis in your yard?
On 5 acres of farmland. Okay, here's the guidelines, okay? A message consisting of 10 guidelines or principles is engraved in 8 different languages, 1 language on each face of the 4 upright stones. Moving clockwise around the structure from due north, these languages are English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, traditional Chinese, and Russian. Are y'all ready for the 10 guidelines? Here we go. You ready for this? Number 1. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. My guy coming in hot. Kill everybody. We're way too populated. Okay?
Okay.
Number 2. guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Okay, Handmaid's Tale.
Little Hitler-ish. He's like, okay,
we only want the best.
We only want the best.
Okay. Mr.
Number
Christian.
3. Unite humanity with a living new language. He wants a new language.
So he wants a universal language.
Yeah.
Do you think it would sound like Simlish? I think everyone knows Simlish.
Well, he wants it totally new.
Oh.
All right, number 4. Rule passion, faith, tradition, in all things with tempered reason.
Tempered reason. So he's saying he's saying you still have a say. You still should have a say in these things. But
we're going to have rules about them.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's saying the people in charge are going to have a say about what you do, but be a little reasonable.
Number 5, pretty good one. Protect people and nations with fair laws. The stink bug is overhead.
He approaches, sister. He turned around and went the other way.
Okay. This is a good one. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Sounds good to me.
Why isn't that number 1, sir?
Should be number 1. Number 6. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Yeah. So he's saying, let your nations do what you want to do.
Hold on, no wars. We're going to have a universal...
world court.
Yeah.
You got a disagreement, let's all come together. That's a pretty good one to me.
I mean, yeah.
Here's a good one. Avoid petty laws and useless officials.
Hello.
Okay, sorry, we're back. Little error here. Anyways, my guy said, fuck them laws that don't mean anything, and fuck them politicians that don't do anything. Nothing. Okay?
Now, the man, he kind of got a point halfway. I would need to speak with him to figure out to what extent do we not need officials. You know what I mean? Like, is he leaning more towards, like, one person's in charge?
He said useless officials.
But see, Homeboy defines the majority of the population is useless. So I need to know what he deems as necessary, because then you're looking at like a dictatorship versus like an oligarchy.
But he's saying avoid petty laws, so he just wants people, it seems, to just exist and be left alone.
But he's saying avoid petty laws, but he also wants to control or have some say over not him, but he thinks this is the way it should be about religion and stuff like that. So it's like,
true.
He don't give a fuck where you tie your horse up. But you better not disagree with me when it comes to religion.
Who knows? We can be sure. All right, number 8. Balance personal rights with social duties.
All right.
Number 9. Prize truth, beauty, love, and seeking harmony with the infinite. That's over my head, my guy. I couldn't be sure.
Say it one more time.
Prize truth, beauty, love, and seeking harmony with the infinite. So I think he's saying that's above all else.
Yeah, I think he's just saying, like, be kind and be truthful. Like, I don't know. I think that has to do more of, like, a universal thing.
Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. So, number 10. Okay? This is a really good one. Okay? I'm behind our mystery man on this one. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. My guy said it twice.
I was going to say, wait a minute, did he say it twice?
Okay. So.
Okay, honestly, I kind of fucks with him, all right?
And that's like the basic. So here's another kicker. Okay, a few feet to the west, there's an additional stone that identifies the size, weight, and astronomical features of the Guidestones. It also refers to a time capsule that is buried under the tablet. But the spaces where you're supposed to put, like, when it was buried and when to dig it up were left blank. So we're not even really 100% sure if there is a time capsule under there. You're going to love this one. This is just for you, Hannah. Yoko Ono said that the inscribed messages are a stirring call to rational thinking. Okay.
War zone.
While Wired, I think that's a magazine or website or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stated that the unspecified opponents, people who are against the stones, I guess, have labeled them as the 10 Commandments of the Antichrist. But They weren't that bad. I mean, he was off with a few of them.
No, and then anybody could look at the actual 10 Commandments or the Rosetta Stone and be like, this means devil shit.
Yeah.
It ain't what I like, so that's the devil. Okay. I have a question. Mm-hmm. Is it still standing today?
Yeah. Yeah, you can go visit it today. It's in Georgia.
Visit it?
Yeah. Are
you going to put a picture up?
Yeah, I'll insert a picture here.
You always linger.
The Guidestones have been subject of interest for conspiracy theorists. One of them, an activist named Mark Dice, demanded that the Guidestones be smashed into 1 million pieces and then the rubble used for a construction project.
Hold on. 1, man's got issues. 2, you think they're haunted enough that you need to smash them up, so you want to reuse them and basically, like, poltergeist yourself later?
I think he's like, let's recycle, but get rid of them. Okay. He claims that the Guidestones are of a deep satanic origin and that R.C. Christian belongs to a Luciferian secret society.
Honestly, I've never heard Luciferian.
You fuck with that word?
I kind of vibe with that word.
Related to the New World Order. At the unveiling of the monument, a local minister proclaimed that he believed the monument was for sun worshippers, for cult worshippers, and for devil worshippers.
What's a sun worshipper?
Sounds like me.
Yeah, astronomy, astrological.
I think so.
I think it's like star.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for the shout out, minister.
Conspiracy theorist Jay Widener has said that the pseudonym of the man who commissioned the stones, R.C. Christian, resembles Rose Cross Christian.
What does that mean?
Who was the founder of Rosicrucian order, which is like a satanic type thing. All right, so the most widely agreed upon interpretation of the stones is that they describe the basic concepts required to rebuild a devastated civilization, which makes sense. Let's put them in all these different languages so that maybe if anybody's left when the earth is gone. I'm trying to make sure it's still recording with battery.
Use it.
When the earth
That's a thumbnail.
When the earth is...
Great Cornholio.
What's the word? When the earth is apocalypsed. Okay.
Apothecary. I'm just kidding.
We can rebuild using these guidelines.
Sorry, I'm on one tonight.
So also here... Author Brad Meltzer notes that the stones were built in 1979 at the height of the Cold War and thus argues that they may have been intended as a message to the possible survivors of the nuclear World War III.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably it.
The engraved suggestion to keep humanity's population below 500 million could have been made under the assumption that the war had already reduced humanity below this number. So, kind of be making sense.
Okay, you know what? Still, though, Mr. Christian, only the fit can live.
Well, no, I think he's saying since we're gonna have to rebuild society, let's try to do our best to keep people healthy. Maybe what?
Can you reread that commandment? Is that what they're calling them? Message?
Guidelines.
Guidelines. My bad.
Okay. He says, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Okay, he mean breeding. Okay, he means let's get the fittest man, let's get the healthiest, fittest woman, put them together, make the...
But is that like anti-disability? Is he talking about like weeding out people who aren't
I think he is.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, sir. That's unacceptable.
He had some valid ideas, though.
No, though, and I don't... If it was in the middle of the Cold War and I'm hanging out in my little town and this one motherfucker is going on and on about some shit he wants to put up, I'm like, let him do it. They put they put up crosses without anybody saying anything about it.
He bought the land. He paid for the stones.
He didn't even say, I'm putting it in the middle of town square.
Yeah.
He said, I'm just going to put it in the middle of this fucking field. I got this deal with this old farmer over here in Georgia. Leave the man alone.
Makes me wonder, does the farmer
be
like living by it? Do you know what I'm saying? Now, that would be too obvious, right? I don't know. Anyways, that's the Georgia Guidestones. I don't know.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Okay, you go ahead with your
beautiful, marvelous stone.
And beautiful Italian stone.
Anyways, All right. I guess I'm gonna jump into this next one. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. I'm sure a lot of people have, but I've talked to a couple people who have not, which is like bonkers to me. We all know the Beatles.
Oh, yes.
We all know the members. You got, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, George Harrison, Paul McCartney. So this conspiracy is around Paul McCartney. And it basically is built around the fact that he actually died a long time ago in a car accident. And there is a clone.
Like, during the start of the Beatles, right? Like, pretty early on. Like, after they blew up. It blew up.
Yeah. It was definitely before, like, Abbey Road and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. So I'm thinking more like Apple covers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you get it. So it says that he's actually dead and that a clone who won a lookalike contest was then, I think the conspiracy says that they underwent some surgery to look like Paul McCartney, and he's otherwise known as Fall McCartney, like fake Paul. Fall. Okay, so let me get into it. So, it says the surviving Beatles replaced him with the winner of a McCartney lookalike contest, sometimes identified as William Campbell or Billy Shears.
This guy got 3 identities.
Well, Billy Shears isn't a Beatles song. You know that?
No.
It's at the very beginning of A Little Help from My Friends. The Billy Shears. Copyright strike, but you get it, right?
Yeah, okay, anyways, I got it.
My real Beatles fans be knowing, okay? Okay, yeah. And afterwards, the band left messages, supposedly, allegedly, in their music.
This was done by management, right? This was not the other Beatle members' choices.
I think, too, obviously the other members, if this is true, let's just go ahead and act like it is. The other Beatles members were kind of not down. Just letting their homeboy that they've been friends with for years just, like, die and act like he's fine. Mm-hmm. And not let the world, acknowledge him and appreciate him and mourn him. And, of course, you can't mourn.
Well, because I've heard this theory. So, wasn't it that they thought that the, like, fans it would be mass hysteria and, like...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They would wreck shit.
And it was in the middle of their, like, really big height. And so they were like, what the fuck? Like, we have to just keep going.
Yeah.
But it says that afterwards, the band left messages in their music and album artwork to communicate the truth to their fans. And these include the 1968 song Glass Onion, in which Lennon sings, "Here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul."
I mean, you almost can't get any clearer than that.
And then it's like, Paul McCartney's my favorite Beatle. Possibly rest in peace.
But which
I don't
Paul?
know.
What Paul do you like?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said possibly rest in peace. I don't.
So you like the OG bowl cut?
It's like Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. Do I support Miley Cyrus? Absolutely. Is it because of Hannah Montana? Absolutely. Same thing with Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Silver Beatles, Paul McCartney, you know? Another clue is that, of course, with the Abbey Road album cover, they all are walking across Abbey Road, the crosswalk, and Paul doesn't have any shoes on. So they're saying that
he's the only one barefoot.
He's the only one who's barefoot, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
And so people allude that as another thing, too. Let me see.
So, like, there's also this same kind of theory with Avril Lavigne, too. That's really crazy, looking at that. But what if Britney Spears, too? And that's why.
No, because if she actually died, there wouldn't be this big fight against the conservatorship. The clone would just accept it.
No. What she's trying to escape?
You don't just sign up to be Britney Spears' dead but alive clone. And she wouldn't give a fuck. She's living in a mansion. Yeah. She got that creepy boyfriend thing.
Yeah.
I guess she gets to see Britney's kids every now and then.
Okay, back to fall. Sorry.
Back to fall. You're all right. So I mean, I don't have a whole. I mean, there's like 7 fucking pages of like minuscule details, but I'm gonna see if Kristen is able to input some audio. Because if you play some of the songs backwards...
give us a sample.
Okay, one of them is... Paul is dead. If you... play mine next to that one.
Okay.
Paul is dead.
And we would like to wish him all the very best.
Okay, and then another one is number 9. Number 9. I forget what the fuck number 9 is supposed to signify. Maybe it says it in here.
You know I can't listen to backwards music, though.
Kristen does think that's devil music.
No. It just fucks my brain up. It makes my eyes water. It just messes me up. But I'll do it for the podcast. What else you got for us?
What else I got?
It's like essentially, without Fall, the Beatles...
See, I'm trying to figure out exactly when he died.
Mm-hmm.
Because... Yeah, let me see exactly whenever he died.
We may have to do an intermission on this, boy, so I can make sure batteries are running properly, because this is a long one.
Okay. November 9th, 1966, McCartney allegedly had an argument with his bandmates during a Beatles recording session and drove off angrily in his car. Crashed and was decapitated.
Not even just died.
To spare the public from grief or simply as a joke,
As a joke? As a joke?
I'm sorry, with peace and love, Ringo Starr would never. You know. The surviving Beatles replaced him with the winner of a McCartney lookalike contest. The scenario was facilitated by the Beatles' recent retirement from live performance and by their choosing to present themselves with a new image for the next album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
So they said, okay, now we got to switch it up so they really don't notice the difference. Let's do a dramatic difference in the way we present ourselves and the type of music we make.
Yes. And that's another thing. They randomly were like, don't worry about it. We're just going to stop live performances for just like a little bit. Another thing, too, you have certain songs like, what is that one called? I heard the news today.
Yeah.
Man blew his head off in a car. That's the lyric to that one. Is it about Sir Paul? Who knows? There's another one, too. Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby. Oh. We got to be careful with the Beatles music on the copyright.
With peace and love. But it says, Father Mackenzie, look at him working in a church, writing a sermon that nobody will hear. Basically alluding to the fact that Paul doesn't get a funeral. He doesn't get that moment of recognition, like, peace out. Like, I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so they're saying that the person who is Paul McCartney today is an orphan from Edinburgh, which is the same place that Prince Philip is from, Queen Elizabeth II's husband, by the way.
They just be breeding
look-alike. I don't know. But it says that he is an orphan from Edinburgh named William Campbell, who the Beatles then trained to impersonate McCartney. Others contended that the man's name was William Shears Campbell, later abbreviated to Billy Shears, and then the replacement was instigated by Britain's M15 out of concern.
Oh, next page.
Out of concern over the severe distress McCartney's death would cause the Beatles' audience. And later telling, the surviving Beatles were said to be racked with guilt at their duplicity and therefore left messages in their music and album artwork to communicate the truth to their fans.
Wow. And now this guy's just a billionaire, just like living life, living the good life.
Just
maybe he deserved.
See, and then I wonder, not all orphans are good though.
They're not all bad.
No, but you say that as if he deserves something because he was an orphan.
I'm just saying that sucks. You're set up in life already disadvantaged, right?
So that's basically that. People still bring this up. other than the fact that there's all these hidden messages and clues in their songs and in their artwork, that's about it. Maybe Kristen can put in some Paul is dead shit like that. If not, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You can always look them up, but don't get stuck on a YouTube loophole, rabbit hole, my bad, of like backwards music, because then you're going to have to listen to Umbrella by Rihanna backwards, and that's a whole thing.
And that's just...
Yeah. Too much.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to do an intermission just so that I can check on all the equipment and make sure everything's still recording properly, because we already had a little bit of a glitch. So we'll come back with our next few, because this boy, he's going to be a long boy. We're already 45 minutes in. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Okay, so just take a little break. For you guys, it'll be like a millisecond. So we're just going to stop here.
We're back.
She tried to get me to do that with her.
She's lame, so she didn't.
Okay. All right. So we didn't realize how long we could actually sit and talk about this. So we might have to cut this boy down.
Yeah, and if you guys like it and you're interested, maybe in the future we'll do a part 2. Of course, it wouldn't be next week's episode. We might play a game or something.
Yeah.
A little something more fun.
Okay. Dude, I don't know which one to do next. I don't know which one to do next because both of mine are very interesting.
Wow. However, it's a real Sophie's choice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do the back rooms. Now, if you're on TikTok especially, you might have heard of the back rooms.
I have not, and I'm on TikTok.
It's huge on Reddit.
I'm not on Reddit.
So this is something that originally started as a creepypasta story, right? Something made up that somebody posted on the internet, but then people started to be like, no, I've had that experience. I've been there. I've felt that, so as more and more people came forward, people were like, okay, I think this is like a real thing.
We ain't
This isn't a made up story. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
So it's called the back rooms. And
that was very spooky to me. I don't know if you can see him, but my dad just walked around and that scared the shit out of me. Go ahead.
Just sneaking. Okay. So the back rooms are a labyrinth of random, indeterminable rooms, halls, and nearly anything that you can imagine. Okay? The rooms also contain various different creatures which can either attack you or not pay any attention to you at all.
So, Cabin in the Woods.
That fucking movie, the twist in that boy, I saw that boy in the theaters. Anyways, okay.
Go ahead.
Their behavior is seemingly as random as the back rooms itself. Okay, so you might have seen, and I'll put the picture here, the back rooms level 1. It is everybody has seen this room in their life. Like, seriously, it feels familiar to everybody.
You've seen Room?
I have. The feeling that this room gives you is a feeling that I have had.
I feel as though I need to see it.
Okay.
Real time. Just keep...
If there's any feedback, I'm sorry. I'm going to show Hannah a picture of the back room.
I feel as though it's only fair that I see the picture. And she's going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel as though I can't properly talk about that.
Is this not seemingly familiar to you somewhat in the slightest? Does it give you a feeling?
I mean, personally, I never seen that.
Okay.
But it just looks like an empty office.
Yeah, it's like a 70s, 80s style building. What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, it's like there's a loud crash in the house. It's like a 70s, 80s style building, okay? And the walls are yellow, and there's like fluorescent lighting.
It looks like it's a building that was used almost like a cubicle office.
Or even like empty mall space, it almost looks like.
Yeah, something like that. But see, I think, those pictures where they're like, oh, it looks so familiar, but it isn't anything. And I think they do that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
Not to debunk what you're not even finished on telling. But to me personally, I don't have like some huge reaction to that.
They say
prove me wrong in the comments.
They say that it kind of smells like moist, moldy carpet, like an old room. Okay.
Yeah, but see, I don't know. You go ahead.
Okay. So, here's a quote from Wikipedia. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at a maximum humbuzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. So let me break it down.
All I want to say is it could be worse.
Yes, it does get worse.
No, I'm saying that even this whole, like, there's fluorescent lights and it stinks.
Let me break it down to you this way.
I'm saying it could be worse.
The back rooms are an alternate dimension. And no clip is like a video game term, apparently. I don't know.
Like glitch or some shit.
Where you kind of glitch into a place where you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's why they call it no clipping. Okay, this is not like many other alternate dimensions in the universe. While others seem to be pocket dimensions that are linked to our own reality, the back rooms run deep inside our own realities, okay? Meaning there is no physical way to enter it. Rather, a person can enter the back rooms when in a state of deep despair or during sleep. Now, I will say, I have read other, like, accounts where people say they have physically entered the back rooms.
But it said that you cannot physically enter. It said of moments of despair. I think it's mentally. I think you're mentally putting yourself there, and physically makes it sound like I went down the wrong alley.
Yeah.
And, walked in the wrong room.
It is said that you can no-clip into the back rooms by touching a certain item, entering a wrong doorway, those types of things. Now, I don't know if these things are happening in your head while you're, like, in this sort of down state or whatever, but, okay. So, the back rooms appear to be a series of randomly generated rooms interconnected with one another. The wallpaper, ceiling, and carpets are all sort of dull yellow. There are overhead fluorescent lights. The entire dimension is therefore brightly lit at all times. I believe this
Cabin in the Woods.
I believe this first bit was written sort of at the beginning of what the back rooms were, okay? Because they have since been, there's infinite amount of levels to the back rooms. And each room looks different, okay? So, let me explain to you. You can get trapped in the back rooms and die.
Okay.
Okay? So, let me just... Oop, almost started a fire. Okay. According to people who have accidentally no-clipped in the back rooms, you never know for sure when it's going to happen, and you usually cannot do it purposefully. They say that you have a feeling of deja vu or nostalgia seconds before it happens, but there's nothing you can do to stop it. Okay.
The stink bug is on the fucking move.
I will.
I can't
fight a
touch
stink
him.
bug.
Okay, he landed. Anyways,
Okay.
I just do you remember when you do this, or is it like
I think you remember when you come out of it.
Or I'm saying like, oh, I have deja vu. That means that in my mind, somewhere in my subconscious, I have entered the back rooms.
That's just the feeling that you get.
Okay.
Like milliseconds before it happens. Okay. This is the part that is like actually funny to me.
Okay.
Almond milk. Okay?
What about it?
You gotta have it in the back rooms. Apparently.
Hey, you gotta keep that motherfucking thing on you.
Apparently, there are vending machines on certain levels of the back rooms.
How lucky.
That provide only almond milk.
What brand?
I don't know. The Backrooms brand.
What if you don't have any money?
I don't know. And there's Wi-Fi in the Backrooms. This is not
that bad, actually.
This is a very extensive theory.
What's the password? Is it open?
I guess it's like guest use,
Guest use. I wonder how good the connection is.
You get like a pop-up on your phone. Free guest Wi-Fi.
Thanks. But see, This don't sound that bad to me.
Let me tell you about what the almond milk does. Let me tell you what it does. It helps tie you to reality, okay? And it allows...
So it's like laudanum in the game Amnesia.
Sure. It is so that your mind does not get sucked into the back rooms. Because if you fully succumb to the back rooms, you will never be able to leave, okay?
Rigor mortis.
You will never be able to leave, okay?
Okay.
Here's the bad part. Almond milk plus, Wi-Fi plus, right? Here's the bad part.
Almond milk doesn't taste very good to me.
Sustenance.
I mean, it's something. And hey, vegan friendly.
They could be like, you can thirst to death. But here's
you can thirst to death.
You can. Okay.
Thirst to death.
All right. There are monsters.
Okay.
Some levels don't have any. Some monsters are running rampant. Okay.
Describe them to me. How tall are they?
Some are ghost-like. Some are like apparitions, right? Who don't give a fuck about you. They pass by. They're doing their business.
I respect that.
Some are large, described to be 8 or 9 feet tall, gooey, dripping, and made out of skin that they have absorbed from their victims. Dripping, gooey skin. Imagine...
Like at the Adventure Science Center, how they show the skin without what we would look like without bones.
Yeah.
Like that, but 8 feet tall and more.
And just huge. Bigger than you can imagine. There are pictures on the internet.
Like a big old meat tower.
Yeah.
Sloppy.
So,
slimy. Eggs.
You got to be careful of these monsters. Each monster has a different way that you can avoid them, run away from them, fight them, stun them, whatever.
I'm going to need the cheat codes.
There are no cheat codes.
Well,
listen. Here's how you exit, okay? Occasionally, a player will stumble across an intense visual glitch, okay, on a wall that will match an entrance. It gives out a low rumbling noise. This is how you know you've reached an exit. And you could be in the back rooms for 10 minutes and find an exit. You could be there for days.
For 10 months.
Before you
10
find
years.
an exit. Okay?
I doubt you would last that long, though.
Okay, once interacted with, the player will have to calm themselves down before exiting. You have to lower your heart rate. You have to, before you can exit, okay? So...
Why?
I mean, that's essentially
This is bullshit. I don't appreciate who constructed this world.
See, at first I was reading into it. I was like, this shit is so fake. But then you hear people's accounts, and obviously it could be fake. Like this girl on TikTok said, she was she was on a road trip with her friend, right? And they saw a thrift store, like a little antique oddity thrift type store. So they stopped in. Nobody was working in there. So they're just they didn't see anybody. They're just walking around, whatever. She said then they go into a back room that's got a curtain, but it's you can obviously enter. Boom, they're in the back rooms.
Both of them?
Both of them together.
How do you both end up in the back rooms together? Because I thought
I don't quite understand.
But hold on.
If you your body stays in the physical world, but your brains are transported to this alternate dimension.
Well, I feel like as long as my say that's the deal. My physical body stays here, but little do you know, I could be in the back rooms right motherfucking now. As long as my what do you call that? My conscious self is here, I'm cool.
I don't think you are though.
So what?
I think.
Or do you? That? It's the dog. Or do you think you're in a state of comatosis?
I would think you would be in a state of comatosis if your physical body didn't go. But see, the more people have come out and with their stories, it seems like it's more than just.
Did they mention the 8 feet meat man?
No, this one girl didn't specifically mention it.
This is an interesting, fun one, ha ha ha, meat man. But I don't necessarily, stay the fuck away from crazy looking rooms.
Yeah. Now, this girl said that since they were able to exit the back rooms and leave the place, they're like, we got to get the fuck out of here. They left. Like, she said sometime later, her and her friend were talking about it. They could not find the thrift store. They Googled. They looked on maps. It wasn't there. So it's almost like black hole because it's an alternate dimension.
But
I don't know.
What did they have to do in the back rooms? Did she talk about that?
She said they were not in there very long for their experience. She saw the yellow fluorescent lights room, and then pretty soon after they found an exit and they just got the fuck out of there.
Maybe they just literally walked into a room they're not supposed to be in.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's fun to go along with it. This one sounds a bit far-fetched for me because you don't know how you get there, but you do know that they have Wi-Fi and almond milk.
I know. It's really bizarre, but there's so much information about this on the internet.
Bitch, look at how many Harry Potters there are.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you can really get sucked into feeling like, holy shit.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm not discrediting.
No.
You know,
because
at the end of the day,
I've never been to the back rooms.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice. That you know of.
You remember it, though.
Do you always remember it?
I don't know. I guess you do.
But if you didn't remember it, you wouldn't know. Those people could not sell their account.
I guess you could or could not remember it.
Well. Damn. They got Wi-Fi, and honestly, it doesn't sound that bad of a place to me. I think
until the monsters come out. Oh, and apparently there are elevators. Never get on the elevators. Well, never. So
are there stairs?
Yeah. Just in case anybody, okay, let me tell you, there's a few different levels of the back rooms. You've got that one with the yellow office building looking type. Mm-hmm. You've got some that look like empty malls, just abandoned malls. They just go on forever. There is one level that is like an empty city street. There's no people around. You're wandering aimlessly through the city street.
I'll take the moldy office.
Yeah. There's another that's like this hotel, this like 40s, 30s, 40s style hotel lobby.
I'm out.
With like the red carpets and the big plants and the, very like, Gatsby.
Like
almost.
Beige two-tone walls.
No, red. Like
the walls are red?
Like wallpaper. like
no, I meant like Art Deco, like
Art Deco style,
like two-tone.
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
And that's where you cannot get on the elevators.
I'm gonna go and let you know. I don't have much of a it's not will to live. It's that if it's my time, I'm not gonna fight it. And I already have PTSD, so I know I'm prone to that shit. So like, if I get put in the...
Did I fuck you up with the back rooms?
No, I'm saying I will get on the elevator. 100% end it. I'm not sitting in here for 10 months.
You will commit unalive in the back rooms.
I will unalive myself. Or I'm not doing it. I'm just not fighting it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe the back rooms would respect that I don't give a fuck. I'm not sitting in here drinking your nasty-ass almond milk on your shitty Wi-Fi for fucking 10 days. Or maybe not even 10 minutes. I'm out.
You would instantly...
Ba-ding, ding, ding. Meat man. Meat man.
Meat man.
Meat man. Gotta meet me. Meet the parents. Anyways.
Meet the meat man.
Meet me. Yeah, I just would not. Mm-hmm. Same thing if I'm stranded out in the ocean. Don't look for me. I will swallow salt water until I fucking am gone. I just don't. Wow. I have the will to live. I just don't have the will to live
survive.
Yes. The will to live, not the will to survive and become like a survivor and like a fighter and like I conquered that. Mm-hmm. Nope. Don't worry about me. If you believe in heaven, just know I'm there, baby.
You sure?
I don't care. Send me to the back rooms, hell.
To the back rooms.
To the back rooms, but give me the moldy office. One moldy office, please.
you enter, you're like, I would like the moldy office, please.
Yeah.
The meat man's like, fuck off.
Where's your fucking almond milk?
Give me your skin.
I'm like, here you go. She's cute or whatever.
Or whatever.
Well, we talked about meat men. We talked about the Beatles. We talked about the concept of time. Guidestones.
So yeah, we do have more. I had an interesting theory about the Crow movie.
I was going to kind of shine some light on the Denver International Airport, and that was also going to lead into the reptilian elite.
Yes. That's my reptile eyes happening.
I just remember that clip of Justin Bieber being like, and his eyes are like, or Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Also, when I was looking all this crap up, I saw one of Queen Elizabeth II. She was like, meh.
Dude, of course she's reptilian.
I think for sure, if anyone's a reptilian, 2 people. 1, Prince Philip.
The world is a vampire. Have you never heard that song?
No, anyways. Public Enemy. He's not Public Enemy. But number 2 reptilian person, Bart Durham.
That man is a walking corpse.
I said what I said.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up here. This is going to be a real long episode, about an hour long, I think.
For fucking ever to upload. But again, thanks everybody for tuning in last week. Yeah. And hey, if y'all fall off the bandwagon and don't watch this one, that's okay, baby. I still love you. I still support you. Do good stuff. Yeah, definitely like, comment. Yeah, that's going to help the video. If you liked this, if you were as interested in conspiracy theories, if you want to hear something else. Again, we're really here for us. Yeah. But, baby, we can also be here for you, too. You know what I mean? We're here for you. Yeah, we're here for you. But we're mainly here for yeah. But we got you. So, oh, okay. I think I say that a lot. So, okay, I guess we'll sign off now. All right, okay.